For more on the current issues in Nigeria, insecurity, tribal agitation, and the state of the nation, environmental and human rights activist Annkio Briggs joins us now. Thank you so much for joining us, madam.
Thank you. Good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
And happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you too. Well, there's hardly a day, that goes by without someone in the political space and the corridors of power in Nigeria saying the country is at the brinks or is heading for the brinks. How serious and how deeply divided is Nigeria, in your own opinion? And what is responsible for this cause of cessation?
Well, I mean, it's not strange to someone like me. For a very long time, I personally have held that opinion for a very, very long time, that things are not going right in Nigeria. And so it's not a surprise to me whatsoever. Now, it has a lot to do with a build-up. Nigeria really and truly, the problem we're experiencing today was created from the amalgamation, whether we want to discuss it or not. And subsequently, during independence and the coups and the style and manner in which the government of Nigeria have been run, either under military rule. If you look at the military coups that succeed are always the coups that are fermented by people from the north and maybe even Fulani descent. And but now looking at what's happening in Nigeria today, I'm not surprised at all that, in my opinion, that this government headed by Buhari and the APC government came in with a particular intent, with a particular drive. And that intent and that drive is for one ethnic nationality to control Nigeria. And hence you have the situation where everything is headed by people of Fulani descent. Now, Fulani people are not the majority in Nigeria, one. And they are not the only people that have capacity. They are not even the best, if you want to judge it from that angle. So for Nigerians today to find ourselves where we can no longer deny that we are governed directly as a decision of ethnicity, a decision of nepotism by what is happening. Look at the new acting Inspector General of Police. I mean, the Police Commission last year gave about 3 or 4 names to the president, and amongst those names was a name from Bayelsa, a South born police officer that has gone through the ranks and really does qualify if you look at the circumstances under where one can become a police inspector general of police, whether it's by age or by service of years and all of that. And yet, with no disregard or disrespect to the person that the president has now made the acting inspector general of police, it seems, but looking at it, is definitely partiality. The president, once again, has played that ethnicity card and has damned the consequences and really does not give a damn or a hoot about what Nigerians are saying. And so this is what is leading to the cry for a breakup of Nigeria. Because look, if you're not going to be good enough to serve in Nigeria, then you might as well not be part of Nigeria. And that is just the truth of the matter. And this is the problem that we have to face, and we have to solve this problem if we believe that Nigeria is a country that can stay together. I am of the opinion that it may be too late, and that really and truly, if we're going to save lives and if we're going to allow people to develop, that perhaps we do have to sit down and discuss how exactly is it that we're going to have to go our separate ways. That's my opinion.
Okay, but judging from some of the positions you've adopted over the past years, it would seem that it's not an easy solution. It's not an easy nut to crack. I'm just looking at some of the headlines that have your name attached to it, and please, I'm happy to be corrected if I've got it wrong. In 2015, you were identified as saying we want self-determination, not cessation. Then by 2017, you said failure to restructure is asking for cessation. Then by 2018, you were saying restructuring Nigeria would be a waste of time. What is needed now is a separation and to allow all the groups go their separate ways. I'm only saying this to say you probably are having the same dilemma lots of people are having, because in the midst of what we're facing now, there's a cacophony of demand. So how do we go about identifying a robust way forward?
I am absolutely, you are correct in those headlines. And I'm not the only person that seems to have this, if you like, confusion, but it's not confusion. It is a reaction of what partakes per time. And so, yes, you're very correct. And I stand by those. I stand by those statements. Look, if we cannot have self-determination, and self-determination really is not secession. Self-determination is federalism. Let every state take care of itself. If we have a state that cannot even generate enough money to run its government in its state, then it has no business being a state. But it is only a state because there is oil coming from the Niger Delta. And so when you begin to calculate it from that angle, you can begin to see the problem that Nigerians and all the ethnic nationalities in Nigeria, and Nigeria is a country of several hundreds of ethnic nationalities that were brought together. And we have to truthfully face this issue. And we must sit down, whether we like it or we don't like it. The fact is that Nigerians, the Yoruba, Igbo people, Tiv people, Ijaw people, Ogoni, so on and so on, we have a right to sit down and discuss. How do we move forward? Can we move forward as a country that contains all of these people? And if it is yes, then how? And if it is no, also how? We don't want bloodshed. We want to live in peace. But you can't have peace when you have some people roaming around with AK-47s, threatening all kinds of threats. Like 2 days ago or yesterday, I heard the Arewa youths, it may not be true, but I read it, that the Arewa youths are saying that on the 10th of September, on the 10th of April, there's going to be a massive whatever, and that they will teach the Igbo people one lesson or the other. Look, I mean, nobody has a monopoly on violence. Nobody has a monopoly on how to talk violently. But I don't think that really there is any true person that wants violence. It's just that we want justice and we want equity and we want liberty. We want to be free to develop our states, our communities. If we can't develop our states and our communities within Nigeria, then can we develop on our own outside of Nigeria? This is a question that must be answered if we are being truthful to ourselves. We did not bring Nigeria together as a country. The British did. But that's 100 years ago, and we must make the best out of it. If that best means that Nigeria continues as a country, how? If that best also means that everybody goes their own separate ways, how? That's the question. We must answer the how.
Indeed, pertinent questions. But Madam Annkio Briggs, I'm looking at the list of Inspector General of Police that we've had in Nigeria, from Louis Edet to Acting Inspector General of Police now, Baba. Akali Baba, and he's actually the one tilting the scale. There have been half actually of these IGPs from the north and the other half from the south. So do you think that this government is dealing with the issue of perception? And do they have a sense of understanding of how to handle these issues you have highlighted? Do you get any sense at all that they know what they're doing? Very briefly.
Well, thank you. I do not believe that it's a question of whether they know what they're doing or not. They definitely have made a choice in what they will do. And that choice is nepotism. And that choice is believing that their ethnic nationality, as they govern today, that their ethnic nationality is better than any other ethnic nationality. So in that sense, they know what they're doing because this is what they have chosen. They have chosen to do. It is a wrong thing to do, but that's what they've chosen to do. Now, the question is what they're doing, is it right? No, it's not right. And they came in, as I said earlier on at the beginning of this interview, I said that they came in with a specific notion. And that notion is, if you like, to correct what they may think that they want to correct, or to actually take a position that will put them in power in the majority, which they are not. They are not in the majority in Nigeria, but they are positioning themselves by even bringing in people that are not Nigerians and making them Nigerians, so that by 2023, don't be surprised, in 2023, God willing, I'll be alive, surely, for us to have this conversation.
Thank you
and you
so
may
much.
begin to hear that the Fulanis are
Thank you
more
so
than
much.
the Yorubas, and they're more than the Igbos.
Yes. Yeah, we do appreciate the insight you brought.